Check 1 2. Check 1 2.
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 Was that better? We are coming to you live from the McPherson Academic and Athletic Complex here on the beautiful campus of the University of Mount Union. You are tuned in to Mount Union women's basketball here tonight as we have a Wednesday night OAC matchup here as your home team, the Mount Union Purple Raiders, play host to the 22nd ranked team in the country, the Marietta Pioneers. My name is Jacob Attar. Alongside me we have the great Davis Roby. And tonight, you are in store for a great treat here, ladies and gentlemen. As I mentioned, the Marietta Pioneers come in tonight as the 22nd ranked team in the country. They have a 12-1 record, far different from last season, though. Marietta finished 6-7 last year, and the Raiders, they had their number within that shortened COVID season, as Mount Union came away with a 74-68 victory down in Marietta, 73-66 victory at home, and then of course last year in the OAC quarterfinals here at the MAC, Mount Union came away with a 76-64 victory. But Davis, this is an entirely different Marietta team this year. They're really off to a fast start. Who are some people to look out for here tonight for the Pioneers?
Yeah, for the Pioneers, we're going to look at Erin Hahn. She's tied for the lead in points per game with her teammate Olivia Gribble with just a shy under 10 points. But she's also been grabbing the boards this year, averaging about 7.5 a game. But in their last game against Wilmington, Erin Hahn led the Pioneers with 19 points and 11 rebounds. Olivia Gribble finished with 13 points. But a keynote here, Jacob, they forced 25 Wilmington turnovers as well as held the Quakers to 26% shooting and 22% from deep. So they're a very strong defensive team, as we've just seen from this past game. Let's see what the Raiders can do.
Yeah, that's for sure. They're definitely a very strong defensive team this year. Coming in tonight, teams are averaging just 58 points per game against the Pioneers. They're turning the ball over 19 times per game. And as Davis mentioned, really this Marietta defense is allowing a low shooting percentage for their opponents. Their opponents coming into tonight's game just shooting 36% from the floor, as Marietta is currently riding a 6-game win streak heading into tonight's game, including a win nearly a month ago at John Carroll, 81-80. And meanwhile, for your Purple Raiders, they come into tonight two straight losses for the Raiders. They were supposed to be in action this past Saturday against Capital. However, that was canceled due to COVID protocols, so that's an automatic victory in the OAC for the Raiders. But the Raiders coming in tonight 4-6, 2-4 in OAC play, trying to get near that 500 mark once again. Davis, who are some guys to look out for here tonight for the Raiders?
Yeah, for the Raiders, we're going to look at Emma Cannon for tonight. She actually leads the team in scoring with about 13.5 a game, but she also is second on the team in rebounds with just over 5.5 a game. She's been really stepping up throughout this whole season. It's great to see. She also led the Raiders in their last game with 19 points. Senior Izzy Palamode finished with 11 points, while freshman Devonna Nash finished with 10. And the team shot 38% from the floor and 16% from deep. Jacob, if they're going to have a chance to win this game, they're going to need to shoot much better, not only from deep, but also from just the field in general.
And we will see if the Raiders are able to do that here tonight. Marietta with a very difficult defense to really score on, but Mount Union, we've seen at times, they've definitely been able to get hot this season from the floor. Let's see if they can keep that up here tonight and get closer back to 500. We will take a short break here for the national anthem and then be right back for starting lineups. back here on the Mount Union Women's Basketball live stream as the Purple Raiders take on the 22nd ranked Marietta Pioneers. Let's take a look at the starting lineups. First, for the visiting Pioneers, they are led by 6th-year head coach Cole Vivian, and their starting lineup consists of the sophomore guard, number 0, Olivia Gribble, another sophomore guard, number 5 from Rootstown, Ohio, Hannah Schill. They have the sophomore forward, number 15, Mackenzie Wilson. The freshman guard also gets a start here tonight, number 20, Allie Grake, the freshman from Morrow, Ohio. And lastly, rounding out that starting 5 is the junior forward, number 21, Aaron Hahn from Louisville, Ohio. And now for your Purple Raiders, they are led by head coach Susie Vanette, now in her 17th season here at the University of Mount Union. Their starting lineup consists of the always reliable guard, number 5, the junior from Dalton, Ohio, Emma Cannon. The senior point guard from Chigwin Falls, number 10, Corinna Maynard. Getting her first collegiate start here tonight at guard is the freshman from Barberton, Ohio, number 11, Haley Haywood. The senior forward, Izzy Palamone, hailing from Murraysville, Pennsylvania, gets a start as well. And lastly, rounding out that starting 5 for the Purple Raiders is the sophomore forward from Smithville, Ohio, number 34, Sarah Meach. And so with that, the Raiders are gearing up here tonight, trying to pull off a top 25 upset. And Davis, when you're facing a difficult defense like Marietta has here tonight, what's going to be the key to success for the Purple Raiders on the offensive side of the ball?
Yeah, I think the most important part tonight for the Raiders, obviously we mentioned those shooting percentages that Marietta put up against, defensively up against the Wilmington Quakers. Need to do better than that, and then you have a better showing than they did last game. Not only, like I said, shooting the 3, but also just shooting in general.
That's for sure. As the Raiders need to be shooting hot here tonight if they want to pull off this upset against the Pioneers. Let's get set for the opening tip, and Marietta will have it, and we are underway here at the MAC. As the Pioneers with possession here. Hannah Schill now on the perimeter. Tries to feed it down low inside. She's able to do so to Aaron Hahn. Hahn backs down. That one's no good. However, she gets her own miss and will dump it on off to Mackenzie Wilson. Wilson's layup is no good, and the rebound to Palamone.
Yeah, the Raiders did a great job of just putting enough pressure right there on the Pioneers. Missed the shot.
Emma Cannon now has it for the Raiders as they try to put the first points on the board here tonight, as Haywood will dump it in to Palamone. Palamone now over to Cannon. Cannon will kick it back out to Corinna Maynard. 9 on the shot clock now as Meach has it. And Cannon now has it. Cannon tries to drive, goes up for the layup, and Emma Cannon gets the first 2 tonight.
Yeah, I'm surprised there wasn't a foul called though. It looked like Emma Cannon got hit pretty hard on that layup. Nonetheless, she does a great acrobatic move to get that basket in for the Raiders.
And at the other end, the Pioneers try to get on the break, and they're able to do so. Mackenzie Wilson off the nice find from Hannah Schill ties things up at 2.
Yeah, the Pioneers did a great job of breaking that press. Mount Union came in to start the game and led to the easy basket there for the Pioneers.
Palamone hands it off to Cannon. Cannon will kick it over to Meach. Meach now gives it up to Haywood, who finds Maynard. Maynard now finds Palamone in the post. Palamone backing down with a nice move, and Izzy Palamone to the rim for 2.
Did a little shake right there. Faked one way, went the other. Palamone with the smooth move in for the bucket for the Raiders.
4-2 now as Olivia Gribble kicks it on out to Hannah Schill for the 3. That one's no good. Rebound to Haywood, but it's stripped away, and Marietta will regain possession as Hahn drives, and Aaron Hahn ties things back up at 4.
Yeah, early mistake by the freshman right there. Need to get a better job of handling the ball instead of just losing it to the opposition.
Meach tries to get it to Palamone. It's deflected, but Palamone gets it right back. It's deflected once more, and that one was stolen by Mackenzie Wilson, and it'll be a reach-in foul on Izzy Palamone.
Yeah, Wilson did a great job of sticking her hand right on the ball and stripping it away from Izzy Palamone. And Palamone had no chance but to foul right there in order to prevent the basket.
So 7:55 remaining here in the first quarter. The Raiders with back-to-back turnovers. It's tied up at 4 now. As Allie Grake has it here, the freshman guard will dump it on off to the perimeter to Hannah Schill. Schill now pulls up mid-range. That one's in and out. Rebound to Palamone. Palamone will bring it up, and she gives it to Maynard. Maynard now with the handoff to Emma Cannon. Cannon now looks to go to work. looking for a cutter now, drives. Cannon puts up the shot, and that one's good for Emma Cannon.
Yeah, Emma Cannon did a great job of creating her own shot on that play. Just drove right into the paint and found a little room for herself to jump and make that shot.
It's now 6-4. Hannah Schill will give that up to Erin Hahn. Hahn now drives on Meach. Hahn with a nice move on the baseline, but that's an air ball, and the rebound there goes to Haywood.
Yeah, textbook right there by Meach. Just kept her hands up the whole time and forced the air ball.
And at the other end, Maynard gives it over to Meach for three. That one's no good. Meach followed her own shot, but Marietta comes up with possession as Gribble will bring it up now. Gribble with a nice crossover move into the lane, puts up the two. That one's no good. Rebound to Sarah Meach. Maynard now bringing it up here for Mount Union. We'll give it back to Meach. And Meach over to Palamone. Palamone now at the top of the key. We'll hand it right back off to Sarah Meach. Meach now kicks it out to Cannon. Cannon drives. Thought about the mid-range, but will instead give it to Maynard. 10 on the shot clock now as Palamone has it in the post. Izzy Palamone trying to put the moves on. Goes up for the layup. That one is rejected, and the rebound there to Mackenzie Wilson.
Yeah, Wilson had great positioning right there on Izzy Palamone and just showed her what was business right there.
As Great gives it to Gribble. Gribble tries to bank in a three. That one's no good. Palamone comes up with the strong rebound, and she's able to draw the foul right there, so that'll be Marietta's first team foul of the quarter, and Mount Union will regain possession. As a new five out here for the Purple Raiders, as Maddie Miles, Jenna Repart, Katie Clark, Kelsey Glass, and Davonna Nash, who's actually celebrating her birthday here today, checks in for the Purple Raiders. Marietta also with a few substitutions here as well, as Devin Hefner will check in here tonight for the Pioneers for the first time. Also subbing in is number 24, Jill Congrove. As Maddie Miles now will give it up to Repart. Repart now almost lost possession, but she's able to keep it. That time, though, it is stripped away by Olivia Gribble. Gribble now up ahead to Wilson. Fight for the loose ball, and Marietta will come up with it. The drive now by Devin Hefner, a strong drive at that. She's going to draw the personal on Davonna Nash. So that'll be Nash's first and the team's second, and Hefner will head to the free throw line for two.
Yeah, Marietta's defense so far in this game has proven as to what it was in the past game against the Quakers, really disrupting the Raiders on offense and not really giving them a chance to score much.
Hefner's first free throw is up and no good. Marietta started out cold here tonight so far, 2 for 9, as Hefner's second free throw is good. Makes it 6-5 now in favor of the Raiders, as number 3, Camille Cummins checks in for Marietta. Number 1, Kate Liston also checked in at that last stoppage in play as well. So Nash now gives it to Katie Clark, who finds Kelsey Glass. Glass now pulls up for the three, and that one's good from the top of the key. Kelsey Glass with the three.
Kelsey Glass found herself open at the very top of the three-point line and did a great job of sinking in that open three-pointer.
The Pioneers try to get something going here now. Liston will give it on up to Hefner. Hefner now over to Cummins, as Jill Congrove now tries to drive. Congrove gets a layup there for two.
Yep, Congrove just had the early step right there, found her way right into the paint, easy for the layup.
A little bit of a miscommunication there, as Davonna Nash tried to hit Jenna Repart, but Repart was not expecting it, so it's stolen away now by Marietta. At the other end now, Cummins will kick it on over to Liston. Liston back to Cummins. Nice ball movement here as Congrove puts up a three. That one's no good. Rebound to Kelsey Glass. 9-7 Mountain Union as Glass brings it up here. Tries to find Repart, but that's another turnover there for the Raiders. They've been plagued by that early in this game. Congrove now will bring it up. She gives it up to Wilson. And around the perimeter they go as Hefner will find Wilson inside. And Mackenzie Wilson gets the two to tie things back up here at 9.
Yeah, the Raiders need to do a better job of maintaining possession of the ball, as they've been really careless so far in this game. We'll see how that affects them going on.
Davonna Nash will give it to Kelsey Glass. Glass now to Repart at the free throw line. Repart tries to put the moves on Wilson, puts up the layup, and that actually gets stuck right there in between the rim. So it'll be a jump ball. Mountain Union is fortunate. They will keep possession via the jump ball, as number 34, Hannah Croft, checks in here for the Pioneers. They're going to try to get this ball down here. That's 4:06 remaining here in this one, in this first quarter. It is 9-9 here, tied ball game. And the referee trying to get that ball unstuck from the rim. He's able to do so after a few tries.
Yeah, they could have had me get down there on the court and grab it, Jacob.
That's for
I'm pretty sure I could have gotten that.
Hey, I don't doubt it, my friend. I do not doubt it.
Big man has some vert.
As Nash is set to inbound it here. And Nash will find Maddie Miles, and I believe they will call, yes, they will call a foul away from the ball before the inbounds there on the Pioneers. That'll be on number 3, Camille Cummins. So that'll be her first personal team, second here of the quarter. Nash now gives it up to Maddie Miles. Miles now driving baseline. Maddie Miles seals off the defender, and a nice take there for Maddie Miles.
Like you said, Jacob, great take there by Maddie Miles.
It's now 11-9. Congrove will drive. Congrove with a nice find to Croft, and Hannah Croft gets the layup for 2.
Marietta's been doing a great job so far of breaking that press, and it goes to show.
It's tied up at 11 here. Katie Clark gives it to Glass. She gives it right back to Clark. Clark now driving. Tried to hit the cutting Kelsey Glass, but that one's stolen away once again by the Pioneers. Cummins now will hand it off to Congrove. Congrove tries to find Croft inside. Deflected by Katie Clark. Jump ball here, though. Possession will remain with the Pioneers, as the Pioneers will have a new 20 seconds left here on the shot clock. And with 3:21 remaining in this first quarter, still tied up here at the MAC, tied at 11. Pioneers will inbound it here. It's given out to Joe Congrove. Congrove pump fakes and drives. Congrove now dishes it off to Cummins. Many Raiders in the paint right there. Cummins misses her first attempt, gets her the rebound though, misses that one as well. The fight for the loose ball, Katie Clark comes up with it. Clark now kicks it on over to Nash. Nash gives it to Maddie Miles. Miles now over to Jenna Repart. And Repart pulls up for the mid-range shot. That one's in and out. Fight for the rebound. And Repart followed her own shot. She keeps it here. And Kelsey Glass now tries to drive, gives it up to Maddie Miles. Miles now, top of the key, will drive, kicks it back out to Glass. 14 on the shot clock. Glass drives, puts it up, wanted the foul, didn't get it, and so the rebound goes to the Pioneers. As Hefner drives now, Hefner gave that one up to Congrove, but Congrove shuffled her shoes, and the ball will return there to the Raiders.
Yeah, I just want to give a big shout out though to Jenna Repart for not giving up on the play there. Even though she had missed her own shot, kept with it, even stole the ball from the Marietta Pioneer player, and made a really good play on offense.
As some substitutions here for both teams. For Marietta, Erin Hahn and Hannah Schill return. As for the Raiders, Emma Cannon returns, and Angela Vittantonio sees her first action here tonight. Nash now, looking for a cutter, instead gives it up to Maddie Miles at the top of the key. Vittantonio now with it in the corner, fires it up, that's a deep 2 right there, but Angela Vittantonio making her presence known off the bench. Now 13-11 Mount Union here, approaching the 2-minute mark here in the first quarter. As Hefner swings it around the perimeter, a nice drive right there by Hannah Schill, blows by the defender for the easy 2.
Yeah, Schill just made it really easy for herself there.
Nash tries to return the favor, puts up the layup for 2, but that one's short. And the rebound here to the Pioneers. Schill pushes the pace, tries to get it to Hefner, deflected away, but they're able to maintain possession. Schill now has it, gives it up to Erin Hahn. Hahn now down low inside to Croft. Croft puts up the layup, strong move there, and Marietta now with the 15-13 lead here.
Yeah, Croft, the bigger person right there in that situation, you really used her body and made great position to make that shot really easy for herself.
Vittantonio now with it at the elbow. She gives it up to Maddie Miles. Miles now drives baseline, puts up the fadeaway jumper, and that one's good. A nice move from Maddie Miles.
Yeah, she almost picked up her foot there right on the pivot, but did a great job of securing it, and nice shot.
tied up at 15 as Congrove tried to get it to Hahn, deflected away, but into the hands of Hannah Schill, whose layup is up and no good. As Emma Cannon now brings it here for the Raiders. Raiders try to regain the lead here. As Cannon drives, that one's no good off the glass. Rebound to Hannah Schill. Marietta has the numbers. Schill, though, gives it to Hahn, but it's stolen away by Maddie Miles. Miles now will take it down here for the Raiders. Tried to find the open Kelsey Glass, but that pass was off the mark. There will be a turnover for Mount Union. And so now for the Pioneers, Olivia Gribble and Allie Grake, as well as Mackenzie Wilson return. As for the Raiders, Corinna Maynard, Sarah Meach, Haley Haywood, and Izzy Palamone all return. So really it's the starting fives now for both squads as there's 20 seconds remaining here in this first quarter. Game is tied at 15. Marietta can hold it for the last shot, and that looks like that is what they will do as Grake dribbles out some clock here. Now 9 seconds left. Hahn kicks it over to Schill. 6 seconds, 5 seconds, and a shot right there at the top of the key from Gribble is no good. Cannon comes up with the rebound, and a strong start here for the Raiders, hanging in there with the 22nd ranked Marietta Pioneers. This game is tied up at 15 after the first quarter. And Davis, what did you really see there from the Purple Raiders that's allowed them to remain in this game?
Yeah, they've been doing a great job of, trying to defend Marietta as best as they can, and they've gotten a little lucky with some missed few shots, and they've been doing a great job of getting that turnover and really getting the ball from Marietta when they're on offense. And the Raiders have been a little sloppy in this game as well. There's 7 turnovers compared to Marietta's 2. Need to clean that up if they really want to make this a challenging game for the Pioneers here.
And that's for sure, as both teams really came out with defense in mind. The Raiders did a great job early on. Marietta kind of got a little bit hot towards the end of that quarter, but really Mount Union for the majority of that first quarter did a great job of holding Marietta to a low shooting percentage. And Mount Union, they're shooting 53% here from the floor after this first quarter. And as Davis mentioned at the top of the broadcast, that's going to be key for the Raiders to try to pull off the upset here tonight. So a great start at that. And just like to remind all the listeners here as well, though, that Mount Union and Marietta women's basketball isn't the only Mount Union and Marietta game going on here tonight. We have a top 25 matchup going down at Marietta for the men's basketball side. That game is currently tied up at 17. Halfway through the first half there, we will keep you updated with score updates throughout the night. As second quarter gets set here in Alliance, Cannon now with it. She drives and kicks it out to Corinna Maynard. Maynard now takes a screen from Meach, thought about the 3, instead gives it back to Cannon. 10 on the shot clock here now as Cannon tries to drive baseline. Great defense there by Schill, though, and that defense forces the 8th turnover here so far in this one for the Raiders.
Yeah, Emma Cannon kind of crowded herself right there on the baseline and managed to get her foot out of bounds, which is the cause for the Marietta Pioneers inbounding the ball.
And Pioneers came into today, as we mentioned as well, forcing 19 turnovers a game. They're already at 8 here tonight, so the Raiders definitely need to clean up that department as Gribble brings it up here, gives it to Hahn. Hahn now down low to Wilson. Cannon almost stripped it away. Schill now will kick it on out to Grake. Grake with a nice hesitation. Nice ball movement here by Marietta as Hahn now drives. Hahn puts up the layup. That one's no good. Wilson, though, on the follow-up. That one's no good. Gets her own miss once again, and Aaron Hahn puts it up. Raiders very fortunate. There's 3 missed shots for the Pioneers.
Yeah, and I thought the Raiders did a great job of actually putting pressure on both those players in the post, putting their arms up and really just showing them that it can make it difficult for someone to shoot the ball.
It's Cannon now with it. Takes a screen from Palamone and kicks it over to Meach in the corner. Meach now finds Palamone in the post, and Palamone fighting for that post position will draw the personal right there. That one's on Mackenzie Wilson. That'll be her first personal, team's first foul here of the quarter. There's 8:44 remaining here in the second quarter. Score remains 15-15 as Maynard tried to get it to Cannon off the inbounds, but that one's deflected out by Hannah Schill. Will remain Purple Raider basketball. Now Haywood will inbound it, side out of bounds to Maynard. who hands it right back to Haywood. Haywood now will kick it on over to Corinna Maynard. Maynard dumps it off to Izzy Palamone. Palamone now back out to Haywood, who kicks over to Maynard. 6 here on the shot clock. Need to get something up. Haywood now down low inside to Palamone. 2 on the shot clock. Palamone puts it up just in time, but that one's no good. Fight for the rebound though. Few bodies go flying on the ground. Be a jump ball possession arrow in favor of the Pioneers.
Yeah, Mount Union kind of looked a little frustrated there on that offensive set. Really could not get too much going for them. And, you know, it's starting to show a little bit.
As neither team has yet to score here in the first 2 minutes of the second quarter, which is why the score remains tied up here at 15. As Schill now tries to drive, she will kick that on out to Grake. Grake now right back to Schill. Schill kicks it on to Hahn. Hahn now trying to drive on Meach. Nice spin move there, but that one's no good. And a late whistle kind of, as a nice spin move by Aaron Hahn draws the foul right there on Sarah Meach. And so for Meach, that'll be her first personal, team's first foul here of the quarter.
Yeah, Meach did a great job of, you know, she bit a little bit on that pump fake, but really did a great job of positioning herself. And, you know, with the foul call, didn't necessarily think it was a foul, but nonetheless, the Pioneers, good with their first free throw.
As Hahn does hit that first free throw. For the Pioneers, Devin Hefner returns, and for the Raiders, Madison Hensley sees her first action here tonight, as that second free throw was up and no good. So now Marietta just on top by 1, 16-15. Hensley now, fresh off that bench, drives, puts up the layup too strong off the glass. Palamone gets the rebound though, cannot get her putback to go, and Marietta now will bring it up. Schill now bobbles it out there in the corner, a high pass at that, and so it'll be a turnover for the Pioneers.
It's very critical that Mount Union, you know, on these second chance points really get that ball in the bucket. They can't, you know, against Marietta right now, they can't miss any chances they are given.
That's for sure. As 2.5 minutes have elapsed here in the second quarter, Mount Union still is yet to score a point. Meach now, after a fight for the ball, gives it to Palamone, gives it right back to Meach. A nice give and go action, and Sarah Meach is on the scoreboard here tonight. Mount Union now finds themselves on top by 1 here, as Marietta is able to break that press. Schill now drives baseline. A nice find to Mackenzie Wilson, and Wilson with the 2 off the slick feed from Hannah Schill.
Yeah, the press there broke down for the Raiders, which led to the easy basket for the Pioneers.
18-17 now, Marietta, 6:50 to go here in the second quarter. Meach tried to find Corinna Maynard, who was cutting, but that one was stolen away once again by Mackenzie Wilson. Maynard stays with the play though, almost knocked it out of bounds. It looked like from here that it was. Nonetheless, Maynard comes up with the steal, goes up for the layup. No foul call, a crazy sequence there, as Hahn now drives for the Pioneers, puts up the layup and puts it in for 2.
Yeah, Susie Vanette really just flustered over there on the Raiders sideline. Really wanted that foul call on Corinna Maynard.
She might have been justified at that too. It definitely looked like a foul call, but nonetheless, Mount Union trailing by 3 here. Hensley tries to go for the tie with the 3, but that one's no good. Rebound to the Pioneers. Gribble now takes the mid-range shot from the elbow, and a foul from behind there on Madison Hensley. So Hensley, that'll be her first personal, team's second, and Olivia Gribble heads to the free throw line.
Yeah, and I know she was wide open right there on the elbow, but you got to be a little bit more careful with how you contest a shot. And, you know, yeah, she was wide open, but you never know. She could have missed it. She could have not.
So some substitutions here for the Raiders. Maddie Miles, Jenna Repart, and Allie Hudick check in here for Mount Union. As for Marietta, number 34, Hannah Croft. Number 3, Camille Cummins. Also checking in here is number 24, Joe Congrove. Marietta now with their largest lead of the contest here, 22-17, 6:04 to go here in this first half. He's also returning here for Marietta is number 1, Kate Liston. And so Maynard now will give it up to Hensley. Hensley pulls up mid-range. That one's no good. Rebound to the Pioneers. Now driving is Hefner. Hefner will kick that one out to Congrove. Congrove drives, puts up the teardrop. It's no good. Fight for the rebound. It'll be a jump ball, the possession arrow in favor of Mount Union. So Mount Union really needs to weather this storm here. They've been outscored 7-2 so far in this quarter, as they find themselves trailing by their largest deficit, 22-17 now. Miles kicks over to Hudick, but that one was deflected away there by Liston, and so it's another turnover for Mount Union. Cummins now will give it up to Hefner. Hefner down low inside to Croft. Croft now putting the moves on. Blocked though by Repart, and Repart comes up with the rebound.
Yeah, great play right there by Repart. Just stuck her hands up right in the air and did strip that ball away.
Repart kicks it over cross court to Maddie Miles. Miles now puts the moves on Cummins, gives it up to Hudick, but they're going to call Maddie Miles there for the charge. And so Miles, that'll be her first personal, team's third, and another turnover for Mount Union.
Yeah, Miles visibly visibly frustrated after that call, thinking that, she didn't really think she got the charge right there, but Pioneer ball.
11 turnovers now for the Raiders here in this first half. It's definitely a reason why they find themselves trailing by 5. It's Congrove now. Takes a screen from Croft. Congrove tries to drive, but it's stolen away by Hudick. Hudick now trying to push the pace for Mount Union. Tried to kick it to Repart, but it's another steal here as Liston will drive. Liston puts it up, but it's blocked right there by Maddie Miles. Great job getting back in that transition defense. It will remain Marietta basketball.
Yeah, Miles really took out her aggression on that block and really showed that, she's not someone to mess with.
That's for sure, as Miles definitely ran with a purpose there to come up with that chase down block. Kelsey Glass returns here for Mount Union. 4:38 remaining now. It's 22-17 still, Marietta on top. Liston pump fakes the three, drives, definitely shuffled her shoes right there. It's a traveling violation, and the ball will go back to Mount Union.
Yeah, and she just took an extra step right there.
So Miles inbounds it to Corinna Maynard. Maynard brings it up here, gives it to Glass. Glass now gives it over to Allie Hudick. Hudick now will kick it on up top to Jenna Repart, who fires the open three. That one was in and out. Rebound, though, goes into the hands of Allie Hudick, and the Raiders now find themselves trailing 22-19. Cummins now gives it up to Congrove as Marietta breaks that press. Near steal by Hudick. Instead, it's into the hands of Liston for three. No good. Hannah Croft gets the offensive rebound, but has it stripped away. And Davis, I'd have to agree with you. Davis signaled for the traveling violation, but they don't call it there. Instead, it'll be a jump ball, possession arrow in favor of Marietta.
Yeah, and, Hannah Croft did have possession of the ball right there. And like you said, Jacob, I did want that travel call, but the refs didn't catch it, and it is a jump ball.
Cummins now hands it off to Hefner. Hefner inside to Croft. They're going to call another foul here on the Raiders. This time it's going to be on Jenna Repart, as Croft was fighting for that inside post position. That'll be Repart's first personal foul, team's fourth. Devonna Nash and Izzy Palamone return here for the Raiders. Hefner will inbound it now for Marietta underneath the basket. Hefner now, almost a 5-second violation as she gives that one up to Congrove. Congrove now kicks it inside to Croft. Croft kicks it back out to Liston, who tries to drive. Nice ball movement here, and Congrove fires up the open three at the top of the key. It's no good. Fight for the rebound, and Devonna Nash comes up with it.
Yeah, the Pioneers lately have been showing a lot of great ball movement on their side of the offensive side of the ball.
Nash now with the strong drive right there, and she puts it in there for two.
Yeah, Devonna Nash, great acrobatics right there on that play.
As Marietta tries to push the pace, it's stolen away momentarily by Hudick, but when she tried to save the ball, Marietta maintains possession. A cross-court pass to the wide-open Jill Congrove. Just a miscommunication on defense there. Congrove hits the three.
Yeah, lack of awareness right there by the Raiders. You need to make sure you're on someone at all times.
It's at the other end. Palamone fights for position in the post, and she gets the layup there for two. It's now 25-23 Marietta with 2:53 to go here in the second quarter. As that pass was deflected there, it'll be another turnover now for Marietta. Devonna Nash drives. Tries to go up to the layup for two, and Devonna Nash with another strong take ties this ball game up at 25.
Happy birthday, Devonna Nash. What a great move she put on right there.
Great move indeed right there, as Marietta now finds themselves in a tie ball game after it looked like they might start to pull away just a little bit. Hefner now tries to drive on Nash, puts up the layup for 2, in and out. Rebound to Maddie Miles.
And that's Jacob, that's what we call a toilet bowl shot.
That's for sure. As Miles drives, that one's up and no good. They're going to call a loose ball foul here. We'll see who they call it on. And it looks as though they originally were going to call it on Izzy Palamone. Instead, they're going to reverse the call and call it on number 34, Hannah Croft. So that'll be her first personal, team second.
I was going to say, Izzy Palamone was really fighting for that rebound right there for the Raiders. And I was going to get a little upset if that foul was called on her, but thankfully it wasn't. Still Mount Union ball.
And that's for sure, as the referees still continue to talk about this call. As in the meantime, though, Marietta's starting 5 returns for them. That would be Olivia Gribble, Hannah Schill, Mackenzie Wilson, Allie Grake, and Aaron Hahn. Madison Hensley returns here for Mount Union, as does Sarah Meach and Emma Cannon. So this one's all tied up at 25 here with 2:08 to go in this first half. Cannon now fires up a wide open 3. That one is short, and the rebound to Aaron Hahn.
Yeah, she got a great look at that open 3, but Emma Cannon just left it a tad short as it hit the front of the rim.
Hahn now drives. Meach goes down defending, and they're going to call a foul once again here on the Raiders. I believe they're going to get Nash. And so for Davonna Nash, that will be her second personal foul here. And that'll be the 5th team foul.
Yeah, Nash kind of just collided right there. And, you know, she's going to get called for the foul no matter what. She's the defensive player. And it is what it is, I guess.
And that's for sure. As Marietta heads to the free throw line now as they're in the bonus. Mackenzie Wilson's first free throw is up and good. Marietta now on top, 26-25, minute 51 to go here in the second quarter. And Wilson hits a pair of free throws to put Marietta back on top by 2. Interestingly enough, Marietta has been to the free throw line now 8 times. Mount Union has yet to attempt a free throw in this one. Cannon now around the perimeter to Hensley. Hensley now tried to get it back to Cannon instead. We'll give it to Palamone. Palamone now is 11 on the shot clock. Tries to find Cannon inside, is able to get it to her. Cannon now backing down in the post. Gets a strong layup there for 2.
Yeah, did a great job of backing down on that play, like you said, Jacob, and really went up strong with that shot.
It's now tied up at 27. Wilson puts it up. That one's no good. Follows her shot, though, gets the rebound. And on that rebound, they're going to call yet another foul here on the Raiders. So Mackenzie Wilson will head back to the free throw line as that one's on Emma Cannon, her first personal.
Yeah, Izzy Palamone did a great job of making that a difficult shot there for Mackenzie Wilson. And, you know, once you make the great play, you got to look for the rebound, and the Raiders did not do that as Wilson is going up for her second attempt right here.
Wilson's first free throw is good. It makes it 28-27. Second free throw is good as well. So Mackenzie Wilson, first player in double digits here tonight with 10 points. It's now 29-27 as we approach the 1 minute mark here in this first half. Palamone tries to drive on Wilson. A nice up and under move, and almost had the and one opportunity, but nonetheless, Izzy Palamone, great take, and she will draw the foul.
Yeah, it looks like Palamone is actually limping off after that play. She made some great moves, a little shifty in the paint right there, and looks like she's just trying to gather herself right here.
Yeah, definitely looks like she's favoring that left leg. It appears she might have tweaked that right ankle. As Palamone will shoot 2 here with 1 minute and 1 second left. That first free throw is no good. So Palamone will try to make this just a 1-point game if she's able to hit this second free throw. Palamone's second free throw is up and good. Palamone will take a seat as she will definitely get that ankle checked out. Jenna Repart will return here for the final minute of this first half. Grake now gives it up to Aaron Hahn. Hahn now dribbling around, gives up to Wilson. Wilson kicks out to Gribble for the 3. That one's long. Rebound to Madison Hensley. 45 seconds to go now here in the half. Mount Union can regain the lead here as Cannon drives. Puts up the shot for 2. That one's no good. And the rebound there to Grake. Grake gives it up to Hannah Schill. Schill will kick it to Mackenzie Wilson. Wilson now over to Grake. Grake fires up the three, and that one's good. Allie Grake makes it 32-28 Marietta.
Yet again, another breakdown on defense as Hensley was looking behind her, looking for the cut, and, just a lack of defense right there for the Raiders.
10 seconds to go now here in the half as Meach has it. Tried to find a cutting Emma Cannon. They're going to call a foul here on Hannah Schill. One foul away now from the bonus as Schill picks up her second personal. The fourth team foul here of the quarter with 7 seconds to go. Schill's going to take a seat so she doesn't pick up that third foul right before the half, and Devin Hefner returns for Marietta. So 32-28, 7 seconds to go. One final shot here for Mount Union. Hensley now takes a screen, 3 seconds left. Hensley drives, puts up the layup, and Madison Hensley, that play was run to perfection as the Raiders really hanging in there tonight with the 22nd ranked team in the country. They find themselves trailing just 32-30 heading into this halftime break. And Davis, as Mount Union finds themselves trailing here just by 2 points, what are some things that they can work on to try to regain this lead here in the second half?
Yeah, I mean, they've still been very careless, as they've led up 12 turnovers in this first half. Things need to change, need to have better ball movement, need to be quicker with their decisions. And I will say they've been playing their hearts out so far in this game. They're really showing Marietta that they can't just walk into the MAC and beat them on their own home turf.
That's for sure, as Mountain Union tries to pull off the upset here tonight, just find themselves trailing 32-30. As we mentioned at the top of the broadcast, they actually beat Marietta 3 times last season, so they definitely played well against the Pioneers in recent memory. Let's see if they can pull off the upset here, as just taking a look at the leading scorers so far for both squads. Mackenzie Wilson for Marietta has a game-high 10 points so far, including 4 for 4 from the free throw line. As for the Raiders, they were led by Emma Cannon, who came up with 6 points in that first half. Izzy Palamone with 5 points and 4 rebounds. And just a score update for the men's basketball game that's in action. They have actually just hit the half as well. Marietta on top in that one as well. 38-33 in that men's basketball contest. And so we will take a short break here for halftime and be back on for the second half momentarily. Back here getting ready for second half action as the Mount Union Purple Raiders currently find themselves trailing to the 22nd ranked Marietta Pioneers 32-30 in Davis. Before we went to halftime, we talked about some adjustments that the Purple Raiders really need to make to try to get back in this game and really pull out an upset victory. But what are some things that you really like that the Purple Raiders did in that first half they should continue to do here in that second half?
Yeah, the most important thing is the heart of the team. They have not given up once. They've kept fighting throughout this whole matchup, whether it was a missed shot, a shot made, or if it was a turnover. They kept battling the whole first half, and they need to keep doing it in order to try and win this game here at the MAC. But we mentioned that Marietta has kept their opponents really low scoring and shooting percentage not very well. But Mount Union in this game is almost shooting at a 50% clip, which is really good, especially from their last outcome. And, you know, the game's been really close throughout the whole time. There's been 8 times where the game has been tied within that first half. But Mount Union, off the bench, has scored 17 points compared to Marietta's 10. So it's showing that, you know, Susie Vanette is not scared to make those adjustments during the game, as we did see a lot of, you know, players coming in, coming out, whether it was 1, 2, 3, or even all 5, like we did see with the first substitution in the game from the Raiders.
Yeah, and I love that point that you really brought up there, Davis. 17-10, the Raiders in favor there with the bench scoring. Really everybody getting involved here so far for the Raiders in this first half, as Emma Cannon, she was the leading scorer with 6 points, but really when your leading scorer only has 6 points, that just shows that you have a lot of people getting involved on the scoreboard, and that's definitely what the Raiders have to keep up for sure if they want to pull off the upset here tonight. And they did hold Marietta just 34% shooting in that first half, so great defense from them. And just some other score updates from around the OAC for women's basketball here tonight. Bowdoin Wallace is on top of Ohio Northern right now, 32-26 in that one at the half. As just one other score update as well, Wilmington's initial game tonight was scheduled against Muskingum. However, due to COVID concerns in Muskingum's program, Wilmington got Transylvania on the schedule instead. They found themselves trailing in that one 45-26 to the 10-0 Transylvania Pioneers. And unfortunately, we don't have any other score updates for you, but Heidelberg is taking on Capital tonight in women's basketball, as is John Carroll and Otterbein. And just a score update still from Marietta. They have not come out of the half quite yet in that one, but in that men's basketball matchup, the 8th ranked Marietta Pioneers find themselves on top of your 14th ranked Mount Union Purple Raiders, 38-33. As heading into that second half, Christian Parker leads the Raiders with 11 points, Ethan Stanislavski with 8 points for the Raiders, and Braden Poole has 7 points and 4 rebounds as the Raiders try to come up with a huge victory over a top 10 rival and really try to find themselves into that top 10 discussion as far as men's basketball goes. So really both Mount Union basketball teams here tonight trying to pull off some major upsets over ranked Marietta basketball squads. Basketball is really the bread and butter at Marietta College. Always consistently good in men's basketball, and here in women's basketball, done a great job turning the season around. Last year, of course, just that 6-7 finish in the COVID-shortened season, but here this season off to a fast start at 12-1. So it will be the starters here for both squads as we start the second half. Haywood inbounds it to Corinna Maynard as the Raiders have possession. Maynard now over to Emma Cannon. Cannon dumps it inside to Palamone. It's poked away, but Cannon regains possession. 16 on the shot clock. Cannon tries to put the moves on Schill. Gets in the lane and will give it up to Corinna Maynard now. 9 on the shot clock. Maynard tries to drive with the behind-the-back move. Gives it to Cannon. Cannon pulls up from the free throw line, and Emma Cannon ties things up at 32.
Yeah, it was a great give and go right there from Maynard to Emma Cannon. Cannon found herself wide open right there on the elbow. Shot it, and it went in. Good point.
Gribble now with it, with a nice crossover move on Emma Cannon. The crossover freed up the space for the mid-range jumper.
Yeah, and Gribble comes back with a response of her own as she also makes a nice bucket for the Pioneers.
34-32 as Palamone now has it here at the top of the key. Palamone tries to drive and picks up her dribble, and will hand it off to Haywood. Haywood now kicks it over to a wide open Coretta Maynard for three. That one's no good. Rebound, Hannah Schill.
No harm in shooting that shot from Maynard. Found herself wide open. Why not shoot it?
Gribble now fires up a three of her own at the other end, and she gets the friendly roll. Marietta on top, 37-32.
Yeah, huge bucket right there for the Pioneers, as Susie Vanette has seen enough and takes a timeout to start the half.
And indeed she does, as Marietta comes out quick with two baskets. Marietta struggled from the three-point line tonight, 3 for 10, but that three by Gribble gave Marietta match their largest lead of the contest so far of 5. As for the Raiders, though, they've struggled from the three-point line as well. Neither team really shooting too good from the three-point line. Mountain Union just 1 for 6 from the three-point line here tonight. But definitely Susie Vanette in that timeout, no doubt in my mind, is preaching defense for sure. As she has a quick substitution here in this second half, just a minute and a half in. Kelsey Glass will return now for the Raiders. As Maynard has it now, gives it up to Palamone. Palamone hands it right back to Maynard, gives it off to Cannon. Cannon now over to Kelsey Glass, top of the key. Glass right back to Cannon. Cannon now tries to drive, picks up her dribble, gives it up to Maynard. Maynard now to Palamone, 8 on the shot clock. Palamone backing down the post, puts up the hook shot, no good. And they're going to call Izzy Palamone right there, following her own shot for the over-the-back foul. And so that'll be Palamone's second personal, first team foul of the quarter. So 8:10 to go now in this third quarter, 37-32, Pioneers on top. Gribble gives it up to Schill. Schill tries to drive, and she's able to find Wilson. Wilson almost shuffled her shoes there, gives it up to Aaron Hahn. Hahn pulls up from the baseline, and Marietta started out 3 for 3 to start this second half.
Yeah, great shot right there by Hahn. Just got the little dish right there and made it count.
Palamone now with it in the post. Tries to put the moves on, puts up the hook shot. That one's no good as well. Fight for the rebound. Kelsey Glass, nice hustle there, but a jump ball error will be in favor of the Marietta Pioneers.
Kelsey Glass showing the heart of this Raiders team, going up strong for that jump ball.
So it's now 39-32, largest deficit of the game now for the Raiders as they try to stop the bleeding. Hannah Schill now pulls out mid-range. That time it's no good. The rebound though to Grake. Grake will kick it out to Schill now. And now Gribble will have it. She takes a screen from Aaron Hahn, pulls up mid-range. Gribble shot no good. Another possession here now for Marietta as Grake has it. She gives it over to Gribble. Gribble now down low to Hahn. 10 on the shot clock. Hahn puts it up, no good. Rebound Palamone.
Yeah, that was great defense right there by Meach. And she never gave up right there on the play and kept going as she goes up and gets the layup for the Raiders, their first points of this third quarter.
As yes, Sarah Meach, great defense on one end and great offense on the other. It's now 39-34. Quick three fired up there by Gribble is no good. Cannon now with the rebound. She's pushing the pace. Puts up the layup 4-2, and Emma Cannon just got ahead of the pack there for the fast break score.
Yeah, she did a great job of getting the ball and just put her head down and full roll of steam right there.
And Marietta tries to get a quick basket of their own, but Gribble's shot is no good. Glass comes up with the rebound. She gives it up to Coretta Maynard. Maynard now over to Sarah Meach. As the 6:20 mark here in the third quarter, it's 39-36 in favor of the Pioneers. Cannon back to Meach. Meach fires up a three. That one's no good. And the rebound there to Grake.
Yeah, great look right there by Meach. Just needs to hit that shot and would have tied the game for the Raiders.
At the other end, Mackenzie Wilson got that inside post position. Great recognition there by Aaron Hahn to get it to her. Mackenzie Wilson will head back to the free throw line now for Marietta.
Yeah, as Izzy Palamone picks up her third foul of the game. Needs to be careful. Only needs 2 more to foul out. She's a pretty key player here for the Raiders.
That's for sure. And she will take a seat, as well as the whole entire 5 out there on the court for Mountain Union. So a new 5 now for Mountain Union. It will be Maddie Miles, Jenna Repart, Katie Clark, Madison Hensley, and Davonna Nash. So first free throw is up and good for Mackenzie Wilson. 6:04 to go here in the third quarter. Marietta on top 40-36. Second free throw is no good. And so now at the other end, Hensley drives. That one's rejected by Wilson, and Marietta will now push the pace. As swinging on over to Gribble. Gribble fires up the open three. That one's no good. Rebound to Repart. And Repart almost lost possession, but she will give it up to Devonna Nash. Miles now tried to kick it over to Katie Clark. That one's intercepted, though, by Aaron Hahn.
Yeah, Aaron Hahn made an acrobatic play right there to get the steal for the Pioneers as Devonna Nash gets a foul called on her.
Yeah, just like how you mentioned, Davis, that Izzy Palamone picked up her third personal. Devonna Nash now picks up her third personal foul. That'll be the third team foul of the half now for the Raiders. Really big differences in foul calls, though, tonight, as Marietta has been to the free throw line 12 times. Mount Union still just 2 free throws. As Schill drives, and Schill shuffled her shoes there, and it'll be a turnover now for Marietta.
Yeah, and I think that's a vital part of the game, and why Marietta is in this game is because they've been to the line and keep getting to the line. Raiders might need to, put some pressure on that Pioneers defense by driving the lane and trying to get some foul calls.
That is for sure, as Jill Congrove, Devin Hefner, and Camille Cummins return here for the Pioneers. Nash gives it up to Hensley. Hensley now back to Nash. As the Pioneers look as though they're playing a 2-3 zone. Nash fires up the three. That one's no good. Rebound to Congrove. Congrove now tried to push the pace. She slows things down now. She will give that up to Hefner. Hefner over to Wilson. Back to Congrove now. Congrove with the pump fake. She drives baseline. Reverse layup is no good. And the rebound to Hensley.
Yeah, Congrove, great play right there. Try to get the reverse layup as Maddie Miles shoots for three, and she makes it. It is a 1-point game for the Raiders as Marietta leads 40-39.
Yeah, great job right there. Madison Hensley pushes the pace and finds a wide open Maddie Miles, who hits the big time three. Miles now with 7 points off that Mount Union bench. It's 40-39. As Congrove now has it, and she gives it up to Wilson. Wilson finds Cummins down low inside. Great defense by Miles. The shot was no good. Hefner's putback is no good. Wilson sticks with it. No good there. Another shot. 4 shot attempts on that possession. And Mackenzie Wilson, she's having herself a great night here tonight. She heads back to the free throw line once again.
Defense needs to tighten up there. There's no way when you have 3 Raiders around 1 Pioneer that she should be able to get the rebound. Not once, not twice, but 3 times on that possession. Really need to do a great job of boxing out and making sure you can secure that rebound and turn it into maybe some points on the other end.
Mackenzie Wilson's been very active tonight on the glass, especially on the offensive side. 5 offensive rebounds now for Wilson, as she has a game-high 12 points, makes it 41-39 now. Second free throw is up and good as well. And so Wilson makes it 42-39. Some substitutions for both squads. Kate Liston returns for Marietta. As for Mount Union, Kelsey Glass returns. And so Devonna Nash now will give that up to Cannon. Cannon now over to Repart. Repart over to Glass. Glass now drives. Glass puts up the floater. That one's no good. The rebound once again to Wilson. So 42-39 now. Wilson has it at the top of the key. She gives it up to Congrove. Congrove tries to drive, gives it back over to Wilson. Nice ball movement here. As it's Camille Cummins now pulls up mid-range, no good. Rebound once again to Wilson, and Mackenzie Wilson, have yourself a night. That's now 10 rebounds for her. It's 44-39 Marietta.
And she's been dominant on both ends of the floor tonight for the Pioneers. Definitely a key player and a reason why they are winning in this game.
Repart hands it off to Maddie Miles. Maddie Miles drives and puts it in for 2, and Maddie Miles has a chance for the and 1 opportunity.
You think, yeah, the game goes one way and then it goes another. It is a back and forth contest tonight, ladies and gentlemen. We are seeing a great game by not only Mount Union but also Marietta, as this is a very close contest.
That's for sure. It's 44-41 now. Maddie Miles has the and 1 opportunity. That one's no good. Miles Solo with 9 points off the bench. Great hustle there from Kelsey Glass off the missed free throw. And the possession arrow will remain in favor of Mount Union.
Yeah, the Raiders have been doing a great job of, going out of Marietta Pioneer and really just wrapping the ball as, excuse me. Go ahead, Jacob.
And I would have to agree with you there, Davis. I know what you were thinking. Kelsey Glass is probably going to pull up for 3 there, but instead she hesitates and gives it on up. Repart now has it in the post. Trying to kick it over to Glass. That one's stolen away, though, by the Pioneers. Fighting for possession on the baseline. Great job by Hefner to keep possession there for Marietta. Congrove now kicks it over to Hahn. Hahn down low inside to Wilson. And Mackenzie Wilson just continues her strong night. 17 points now. It's 46-41 Marietta.
It looks like the Raiders don't have a response for Wilson tonight, as she's just having her way in the paint.
Maddie Miles now has it. She gives it up to Emma Cannon. Cannon drives now. Emma Cannon puts up the layup. That one's short. No good. Rebound to Hefner. Hefner now tries to get it up ahead to Wilson. That time it was deflected out by the Raiders, and possession will remain with Marietta.
Yeah, Janet Reppart did a great job of finding the ball, and she tried to grab it, but most importantly, she deflected it out of bounds, which really stopped the momentum right there for Marietta on that possession.
Substitutions here for the Raiders. Corinna Maynard, Sarah Meach, and Angela Vittantonio return for Mount Union. Congrove drives. That one's no good. Rebound to Vittantonio. Vittantonio now pushes the pace. As we approach the 2-minute mark, it's 46-41 Marietta. Cannon now tried to find a cutting Kelsey Glass. That's another turnover now for Mount Union, as Liston will bring it up now for Marietta. Hahn now trying to back down Meach in the post. Puts up the layup off the glass for 2. Marietta on top, 48-41.
It's really been a paint-dominated game, as the last few points have come from the paint, and Mount Union takes another timeout here in this third quarter.
Yep, I'd have to agree with you on that one there, partner, as really a lot of points coming in the paint. Marietta just shooting 32% overall still in this game. Mount Union's just done a great job defending them. And 3 for 12 from the three-point line, but the majority of their points coming off those offensive rebounds. 11 offensive rebounds here tonight for the Pioneers. And as for Mount Union, just 4, so that's definitely a big reason why the Pioneers have started to get a larger lead here in the second half. And just an update too on that men's basketball action that's currently going on down in Marietta. 12:46 left to go on that one. The 8th ranked Pioneers are on top of your 14th ranked Purple Raiders, 53-45. But in this one right now, it's 48-41 Marietta with 1:40 to go here in this third period. Vittantonio hands it off to Emma Cannon. Cannon now drives on Cummins, puts it up and puts it in. Emma Cannon with the and one opportunity.
Strong shot right there by Emma Cannon. Really just took that ball from Vittantonio, put her head down, and said, yep, this is all me. Made that basket and is up for the and one opportunity. Great play.
So Cannon, with a team-high 12 points, looks to make that 13 here. As the foul was on Camille Cummins, who just returned here for Marietta. And Cannon does complete that three-point play, as did Hannah Schill. Schill also returned for Marietta, and now another substitution for the Pioneers. Olivia Gribble returns. Hahn inbounds it here to Schill. 1.5 minutes to go now. It's 48-44 Marietta. Schill kicks it over to Aaron Hahn. Hahn drives. A nice strong drive, but it's blocked by Vittantonio. Hahn regained possession, though, gives it up to Cummins. And now it's Gribble. Gribble driving, nearly stolen by Glass. She'll give it back to Hahn. Hahn drives once more, and that time an open lane for Aaron Hahn for 2.
Yeah, they started out great defense on that possession, just a little lackadaisical there as they let Hahn easy in for the layup.
50-44 now, under 1 minute to go in this third quarter. Glass fires up the 3. That one's off the front rim, no good. And the rebound there to Hefner. Hefner now will get this Marietta offense set. And Gribble now with it. Gribble pulls up from around the free throw line. That one's no good. Rebound to Emma Cannon. And Cannon now brings it up for Mount Union. Cannon fires up a casual 3. That one's good. Emma Cannon with 16 points now. It's 50-47 Pioneers.
Yeah, Cannon was just dribbling down the ball, stopped at the three-point line, was looking for someone, and just decided to let it go, and it was good. Great shot selection right there, and a better bucket, which only pulls the game within 3 points for the Raiders.
As Marietta holds it for the final shot here. There's 6 seconds to go here in the quarter. Gribble, 3 seconds left. Need to get something up. Great defense by Corinna Maynard, and Maynard fires up the 3. They're going to wave it off anyways, but that one was no good. But a great end to the quarter there for the Purple Raiders. They will be trailing by 3, 50-47 as we enter the 4th quarter. But Davis, what did you like from the Purple Raiders towards the end of that quarter that's allowed them to really stay in this game?
I think the defensive pressure has been well. They have let Hahn and Wilson have their way in the paint, which has been a little bit of an issue. But if they keep responding every time they score, they will find themselves getting closer and closer and closer in this game. And only being down 3 points, it really can swing any way as of right now. And I just got to give credit to Mount Union. They've showed a lot of heart tonight. They've been playing really physical and really, really well on defense. And you know, this is probably the best game we've seen from them all season if we're going to talk about that, Jacob. I mean, going up against a ranked team, and, you know, they've lost two of the last games, and they're really just trying to rebound and find their footing together as a team. They've been doing a great job tonight. Whether they win or lose, this has to be a boast of confidence for that Purple Raiders team.
Yeah, I'd have to agree with you on that one there, Davis. They've definitely left everything on the court here tonight. Obviously, you want to come up with the win, but even if they are unable to come up with that win here tonight, they've left everything out here so far. Just a great effort by this team, really hanging in there tight with the 22nd ranked team in the country. And so for the Raiders, it'll be Cannon, Miles, Corinna Maynard, Izzy Palamone, Madison Hensley. And for Marietta, it'll be Erin Hahn, Allie Grake, Hannah Schill, Hannah Croft, and Olivia Gribble. And so Grake will bring it up here as we are into the final quarter of play here at the MAC. And fresh off the start of the quarter, Erin Hahn gets to the bucket for the easy 2.
Yeah, found herself wide open in the paint, really no Raider around her, and she rose up for the easy basket for the Pioneers.
Palamone now has it near the free throw line, hands it off now to Emma Cannon. Cannon swings it over to Corinna Maynard, and Maynard tries to put the moves on instead, gives it back to Cannon. Cannon now over to Palamone, 8 on the shot clock. Need to get something going here, 4 on the shot clock. Palamone now looking for the open man, and will turn that one over to Erin Hahn, and Grake will bring it up now for the Pioneers.
Yeah, just nothing going on that possession for the Raiders as they really struggled to find anyone open, and Palamone tried to do something on her own but couldn't get anything going.
Down low inside now, Erin Hahn. She draws the triple team, and that one's going to be stolen away there by the Raiders. Palamone gives it up to Cannon on the fast break. Cannon now puts up the layup, and Emma Cannon puts it in for 2. 18 points now for Emma Cannon. And
have yourself a night, Emma Cannon, really showing that she's someone to not mess with.
That's for sure, as at the other end, Erin Hahn almost got the difficult layup to go. Nonetheless, though, she draws the personal. That one will be on Maddie Miles. So that'll be Miles' 3rd personal foul now. First team foul of the quarter. And so Mackenzie Wilson will return here for Marietta. And Wilson is having herself quite a night as well with 17 points. It's now the starting 5 out there for the Pioneers as Erin Hahn heads to the free throw line. That first free throw is no good. And Hahn now with 13 points in this one. Second free throw is up, no good as well. So Mountain Union dodges a bullet there, still 52-49 Marietta. Miles now pulls up mid-range from the free throw line. That one's no good, and a rebound to Olivia Gribble.
Yeah, she did a great job of stopping her dribble and just pulling up. Just couldn't get the shot down, unfortunately.
And Hahn now will drive. She wanted the foul, but it was definitely a travel violation there. Davis agrees with that one. And so the ball will return to Mountain Union.
I do agree that she did get fouled, but the travel did come first. Good call by the referee right there.
And with that, there will be a timeout there for the Pioneers. 8:24 left in this one. It's still anybody's game here, ladies and gentlemen. 52-49. Mountain Union has really done a great job in this second half, despite giving up a lot of offensive rebounds. And Marietta coming out pretty hot to start the second half. Their defense has really picked up the pace here as this game has went on in the second half. And they find themselves trailing by just 3 right now, 52-49. As a score update from that men's game that's going on in Marietta, 9:59 to go in that contest. And the 8th-ranked Pioneers starting to pull away a little bit on the Purple Raiders on top of that one, 59-45. Hopefully the men's team can make a comeback in that one, and hopefully the women's team here tonight can make a comeback against the 22nd-ranked Pioneers. So off the timeout, Maddie Miles is going to inbound it here to Corinna Maynard. And Maynard gives it up now to Hensley. Hensley gives it up to Palamone, but Palamone couldn't corral that pass. It'll be a turnover for Mountain Union.
I think if she did get that pass, it was going to be an easy layup for her.
That's for sure. As Marietta now gets set, Grake will now have it over to Gribble. Gribble now try to put the moves on Hensley. And Schill now drives. Hannah Schill with the quick first step right there, gets to the rim for 2.
Yeah, found herself open, and Palamone trying to put some pressure on her, but Schill went up strong with the basket and made it for the Pioneers.
It's now 54-49 Marietta, 7:43 to go in this one. As Cannon now thought about the 3, instead gives it up to Miles. Miles will fire up a 3 now. That time it was no good. Rebound to Mackenzie Wilson. So Marietta trying to gain some separation here. As Schill dumps it inside to Hahn. Hahn tried to put the moves on. Great job by Corinna Maynard. She deflects that off of Hahn's leg, and it'll be back to Mountain Union.
And that's what Mountain Union needs to keep doing if they want to get in this game. Just try and frustrate the Marietta Pioneers on offense in order to get the ball back. And they've been doing a good job of that so far to start the game.
Kelsey Glass and Sarah Meeks return here for Mountain Union. Palamone fakes the handoff to Maynard, and they're going to call a foul away from the ball here. We'll see who they get on that. And it'll be on number 5, Hannah Schill. That'll be her 3rd personal, 2nd team foul of the quarter. Or my apologies, 1st team foul of the quarter. As Maynard now will inbound it. She gives it up to Cannon. Cannon now drives baseline. Emma Cannon with a nice move at the rim. That one's no good though. And the rebound to Erin Hahn. Schill now will bring it, trying to push the pace for Marietta. And fight for the ball right there. Maynard does a great job getting back on defense, but they're going to say it's off her and it'll remain Marietta basketball.
And the game's just been going back and forth, obviously, as we've seen. But, you know, with the 4th quarter, it's a little bit more dramatized. Emotions are going to get higher, and we're going to see some players have their emotions get the best of them. You think, Jacob?
I would have to agree with you on that one. It's a very closely contested contest here. Jenna Reppard and Devonna Nash return here for Mountain Union. As off the inbounds pass, Jill Congrove, who just checked in, puts it up, and that one's no good. Hannah Schill actually headed back with the athletic trainer. She appears to be hurt a little bit. As Congrove and Hefner checked in for Marietta, but at the other end now, Nash dumps it down low inside to Meach. Meach now drives, kicks it out to Reppard, who fires up the mid-range shot. That's a deep 2 for Jenna Reppard. It's now 54-51 Marietta.
Yeah, Meach couldn't find anything in the paint, so she just passes it out to Reppard, who finds herself open for a mid-range and a great shot, and it was good.
And now at the other end, Congrove fires up a corner 3, and a clutch corner 3 at that, as Jill Congrove makes it 57-51.
Yep, but the Raiders look to respond right here. As we see a 3, there's always usually a response by the Raiders.
Definitely need a response here on this possession, as Meach tried to feed that ball inside, but it was kicked by Erin Hahn. It will remain Purple Raider basketball. As Devonna Nash will inbound it from underneath the basket. Nash looking for the open man, tries to get it to Meach, is able to do so. Meach now puts up the layup, and Sarah Meach with the strong move gets the 2.
I'm surprised there wasn't a turnover though by the Raiders, but Meach kept with the ball and found herself pretty open in the paint right there and just took it up with her left hand.
57-53 now as Congrove drives. Almost got a traveling violation, but instead finds the cutting Devin Hefner for 2.
Yeah, Hefner just got that position on Emma Cannon and really put it in the basket for the Pioneers.
Cannon now gives it up to Kelsey Glass. Glass thought about the 3, instead drives, kicks out to Meach. Meach fires up a 3. That one was in and out. Oh, that would have been a big basket. Great look by Meach, just couldn't get it to go. It'll remain Purple Raider basketball.
Yes, the place would have erupted here, Jacob, if she did hit that 3, as the Raiders only would have been down by 3.
Nash inbounds it to Kelsey Glass. Glass hesitates on the 3, drives. That one's blocked out of bounds, though. Will remain Mountain Union basketball once again. Now substitution here for the Raiders. Emma Cannon's going to take a quick seat as number 25, Allie Hudick, returns for the Raiders. Nash will inbound it to Hudick. Hudick now drives, pulls up mid-range, and Allie Hudick, fresh off that Mount Union bench, gets a clutch too.
Beautiful shot right there by Hudick. Realized that the lane was closing in on her and really just stopped where she was and took that mid-range jumper and was good.
59-55 now. Very close game here tonight as Gribble fires up a three, and man, that was a clutch three right there from Olivia Gribble. Nice separation, and now it's 62-55.
Yep, she got Kelsey Glass a little stumbling there for a little bit and really just nailed that three-pointer like you said, Jacob. Really good bucket right there for the Pioneers.
Raiders trying to respond here as Meach has it on the perimeter. Meach will drive. Sarah Meach puts it up, draws the foul, and that foul will be on Erin Hahn. It'll be her first personal, team second. And Sarah Meach having a great fourth quarter here will head to the free throw line for two. As Izzy Palamone returns here for the Raiders, and Hannah Schill, great to see her back in this game. It appears that that injury that she ran off with, she is okay from that. So Schill will return for Marietta. So Meach's first free throw is up and good. Sarah Meach now with 7 points here tonight. Makes it 62-56. Mount Union still hanging in there. And Meach's second free throw is also good. And so the sophomore from Smithville, Ohio now with 8 points. 62-57. Hannah Schill now tries to put the moves on Kelsey Glass. She's able to bring it up, gives it to Gribble. Gribble now drives, pulls up from the elbow. That's an air ball, and that one will go out of bounds. Purple Raider basketball. Yeah,
the Raiders need a few more possessions just like that in order to really make this game closer than it is and even possibly win it, Jacob.
Yep, and that is for sure. As Devonna Nash will bring it up now for the Raiders. She gives it up to Palamone. And Palamone now thought about the open alley Hudick, but instead gives it to Meach. Meach now over to Hudick. Hudick trying to put the moves on. Hudick fires up from the elbow. That one's no good. Rebound to Erin Hahn. So Jill Congrove now. She approaches the 4-minute mark. Mount Union trailing by 5 in this one. But Congrove travels right there. A crucial turnover. 4 minutes to go in this one. It's 62-57 Marietta.
And the Raiders need to respond when they get the ball back. And, when they get a turnover, it is crucial that you score points off of them in order to cut that lead. As it is only a 5-point game, but with only 4 minutes to play, it's getting down to crunch time, Jacob. Will the Raiders succeed, or will the Pioneers hold on to their score and win the game?
And we're sure hoping that Marietta does not hold on to that lead and that Mount Union's able to pull off the comeback here. The Raiders have just played so hard here tonight, really hanging in there with the 22nd ranked team in the nation. They're holding them to 38% shooting from the floor in this contest. So Mount Union's done a great job hanging in there tonight. Definitely a great game from our squad here. Just a score update once again from the men's basketball game. Unfortunately down there in Marietta, the 8th ranked Pioneers have opened up a 66-46 lead on your 14th ranked Mount Union Purple Raiders, as that one is approaching the 6.5-minute mark left in that contest. So it looks as though for the moment, barring a miraculous comeback, the Mount Union men's basketball team will fall to 10-2 on the season. The women's basketball team, though, trying to pick up that win, pick up and go to 5-6 now on the season, as Susie Vanette's squad heads out of the timeout with possession. And I agree with you there, partner. They definitely need to capitalize on these stops that they keep getting. And this is going to be a crucial possession here as Devonna Nash will bring it up, gives it to Hudick. Hudick now gives it up to the rolling Izzy Palamone, and they're going to call Palamone for the travel right there. So crucial turnover there for Mount Union. Marietta regains possession.
Yeah, that was the right call right there. Wish Palamone would have taken at least one dribble to really set her feet and get that layup in. But took one step too much, and now it is Pioneer basketball.
And after 12 turnovers in that first half, Mount Union just was 6 in the second half so far, but that was just a crucial one right there. Wilson draws the double team, kicks it over to Devin Hefner, cross court. That was a moonball of a 3 right there, but Devin Hefner nonetheless hits the clutch 3, and Marietta's on top by 8 now. And so Susie Vanette, once again, a little bit irritated with that last sequence, will call the timeout. So with 3:26 to go in this contest, it's now 65-57, as Corinna Maynard will check in after the timeout. But Davis, really, what do you think Susie Vanette's talking about in that huddle right now, trying to get her team back ready to try to make this last push for the comeback?
Need to close out on your shooters, Jacob. The Raiders have been a little lax on defense when there is some confusion with a few players. They've been leaving at least one Marietta Pioneer wide open, whether it is, in the paint, mid-range, or even the three-point line. Really have not been doing great of a job closing out on shooters or even getting someone on a shooter. Need to be more aware with what is going on in this game.
That's for sure, as the Raiders, yes, they forced 4 turnovers in this quarter, but right now Marietta's shooting 75% from the floor, including 3 for 3 from the three-point line so far in this fourth quarter. As off the timeout, Cannon will kick it over to Meach for the open 3, and Sarah Meach with the clutch three-pointer at the top of the key makes it 65-60.
Yep, down but never out, Jacob. This Mount Union team is really putting in so much heart in this game, just not backing down to these Pioneers.
Meach matches her season high now with 11 points, as Mount Union not out of this one at all. Right there, though, they're going to call a personal. And, yeah, I don't know about that one, partner. It looked as though Mackenzie Wilson was fighting for the inside post position with Izzy Palamone. They're going to get Palamone with the personal. That's her 4th personal foul. Just the 2nd team foul of the quarter, though.
I honestly didn't even see anything there, Jacob. I mean, it looked like they were just playing the game of basketball, and the ref just seemed to call a foul.
That's for sure. Definitely a questionable call, especially this late stage in the game. Once again, they're going to call a Raider foul. And, yeah, things are getting a little ticky-tacky now, as Sarah Meach is going to get the personal now. That's her 2nd personal, 3rd team foul with 2:50 to go in this one. Can't be calling those ticky-tack fouls right now.
Yeah, it's like they don't even want them to play contact basketball. I mean, that's what the game is all about, is being able to back down your opponent and, try and score a basket in the paint. Like, what are you supposed to do as a defender? Just stand there and let them go by you? You can't.
I have to agree with you on that one there, partner. It's been a physical game throughout. As Schill will kick it out to Hahn. 5 seconds on the shot clock. Hahn puts up the shot. Friendly bounce off the rim, and Erin Hahn gets the 2.
Yep, she went up strong with the shot. And like you said, Jacob, just got the friendly bouncing in for the Pioneers.
67-60 as Meach gives up to Palamone at the top of the key now. Palamone back to Meach. Meach puts the moves on. That one's no good. But a nice take there by Sarah Meach. She's going to head back to the free throw line once again.
Yep, and I believe that was the right call right there by the ref. And here is Meach going up to the line for 2, trying to cut this lead down yet again for the Raiders and trying to come back.
Yeah, Sarah Meach has done a great job. If she hits one of these free throws, it's actually going to be her career high in points. And she's able to do that. So now a career high 12 points for the sophomore. It's now 67-61. Meach is having a very strong fourth quarter here, really keeping the Raiders in this one. As Meach's 2nd free throw's up, no good. Follows her own shot, though. Sarah Meach keeping the possession alive. She gives it up to Maynard. Maynard now over to Cannon. Cannon pump fakes, drives. Emma Cannon puts it up and puts it in. Mount Union just trailing 67-63 now with 2 minutes to go.
Yeah, Emma Cannon going up strong there against Wilson. Even though Wilson was the bigger person on that drive, Cannon went up strong and really showed her that she is someone to mess with.
As at the other end, Marietta is going to kill some clock here a little bit. Just passing it around. Hahn gives it up to Wilson. Wilson drives. Blocked by Palamone. On the offensive rebound, though, by Devin Hefner. It's no good. Ball will go out of bounds. The Raiders have it, and with a minute and a half to go, plenty of time for Mount Union to stage a comeback.
Yeah, Mount Union only down by 4 points, and it really just trying to get back in this game and chill as the refs stop play here.
And it looks like they will stop play because the clock never started on that one. So there's a minute 37 left in this one. However, the clock never really did get going. They're going to take 4 seconds off. So there's going to be a minute 33 on the game clock, 26 seconds on the shot clock. Kelsey Glass will have it side out of bounds. Glass gives it up to Maynard. Crucial possession here for the Raiders as Meach will give it up to Palamo at the top of the key. Palamo now will hand it back off to Meach. Meach drives. Sarah Meach puts up the layup, puts it in! Sarah Meach cuts the deficit to 2, the minute 15 to go.
Now they need to be smart here. No fouls. Can't give Marietta really anything. And then on the offensive possession, when they do get the ball back, they need to be careful with their shot selection and make sure everyone has a good look.
There's 1 minute to go in this one, and they're going to call a 3-second violation. The Raider defense comes up with another stop. The bench is loving it, and Marietta's going to call a timeout. 57 seconds left, and the Raiders have a chance to either take the lead or tie this one up. Davis, if you're Susie Vanette right now, what type of player are you drawing up for the Raiders to either tie or take the lead?
Yeah, I'm trying to draw up a player, whether it is to Emma Cannon or Sarah Meach. I mean, both of them have been great throughout this whole game, and Meach has really turned it on in this fourth quarter. And I wouldn't be surprised if she ended up with the ball in her hands, and she's made some really good shots, so has Emma Cannon. So I'm really looking for the either two of them to try and make a play here for the Raiders and try and tie this game.
And yep, I'd have to agree with you on that one. Meach has been red hot in this fourth quarter. And Emma Cannon, just all game, really all season, Emma Cannon has just been this leader of this offense. Mount Union's going to need a very nice possession here as Maynard brings it up now. 55 seconds to go here in this fourth quarter. She gives it up to Cannon. Cannon now picks up her dribble, and she will give it to Palamo. Palamo now tries to throw across court over to Maynard in the corner. Maynard has it. 15 on the shot clock. Trying to get it to Kelsey Glass, but it's deflected away and stolen by Gribble. So now Hefner has it. There's 34 seconds left. About an 8-second difference between shot clock and game clock. Hefner's going to dribble it out here. And Hefner's going to drive. And Hefner, a defensive breakdown. And the Pioneers, with a crucial bucket, makes it 69-65 now.
And that was the last thing Mount Union really needed. And no one in the paint at all for the Raiders. And it just let Hefner wide open for that easy layup and possibly to ice this game for the Marietta Pioneers.
And yeah, that was just a crucial mistake right there by the Raiders, as just a strong move by Hefner. A nice dribble hesitation move right there, blew right past Maynard, and there was no help defense. And so now Pioneers on top by 4. Davis, are you thinking a three-pointer here for the Raiders, or are you thinking of a quick 2 and then trying to foul to keep this game going?
I don't know. It's hard to tell just because it is a 4-point game. Obviously, it would be very different if it was a 2 or even a 3-point game. But in my honest opinion, Jacob, if you have an open 3, you might as well shoot it. But if you get a quick layup, you might as well go for it. It's just a situational place you're put in as a player. You know, do you trust your instincts with that 3-pointer, or do you go in for that easy 2? Totally up to that person.
That's for sure. As the important thing to note here as well, Mount Union will have to foul twice as well whenever Marietta regains possession, as they're 2 fouls away from the bonus right now. So Hensley will check in now for Mount Union, subbing out for Sarah Meach. Hensley inbounds it here to Maynard. 22 seconds left now. Maynard will try to drive now. Krenna Maynard lost their footing right there, and she's able to draw the personal foul. 16 seconds left to go in this one. They're going to call a blocking foul right there on number 4, Devin Hefner. That'll be her first, team's 4th. So it'll be out of bounds from underneath the basket now for the Raiders.
I'm surprised Susie Vanette isn't giving the ball to, Emma Cannon or even, Izzy Palamone. It's just, those are your best players on the floor right now. Need to use them as Palamone takes the 3 and it gets blocked as there is now a jump ball called. Kelsey Glass went in for the jump ball, and it is still Mount Union basketball.
Yeah, that's about the 3rd jump ball now that Kelsey Glass has been involved in, so great hustle by her. We're going to get another timeout call here. There's 11 seconds left in this one, and Davis, really, Mount Union on this possession, They've really stuck with it, but they've killed 11 seconds off the clock, still finding themselves trailing by 4. What's the job now on this inbounds pass? Just for the quick layup, or are you still thinking a three-pointer potentially?
I mean, you got 11 seconds left. And, you know, recently Marietta has been missing their free throws, so I could see that layup, easy inbound, but it would be really hard to pass up a good-looking three at this point in the game. And honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if that's what if that's what Susie Vanette is trying to draw up here for the Purple Raiders.
Yeah, definitely need to get a quick shot up regardless here, as just 11 seconds left in this one. Mountain Union still very much in this game, trailing by 4, but it's getting more and more difficult with time continuing to get off the clock here at the MAC. And so there will be a substitution now for Marietta. Number 24, Jill Congrove, will return for the Pioneers. As in this fourth quarter, both teams are shooting incredibly high percentages. For really what we saw was a defensive battle throughout the first 3 quarters of this one. Marietta is 8 for 11 from the floor, good for 72%. Your Raiders are 7 for 14 from the floor, good for 50%. So a much more offensive quarter here. But Mountain Union needs a quick bucket here as the bench tries to get some energy to the players on the floor. Maynard inbounds it to Cannon. 10 seconds left now. Cannon drives. Emma Cannon puts up the layup. Oh, and almost in for the and one. And the foul's going to be on Hannah Schill. She disagrees with that foul call, but I believe that was the right call right there. And Cannon's going to head to the free throw line for 2 with 7 seconds to go in this one.
Yeah, and that was actually a big foul right there, as the Raiders are not in the bonus in this quarter. So Emma Cannon needs to make both of these, and the Raiders need to make a quick foul.
So Cannon's first free throw is up and good. Emma Cannon now 21 points in this one. 69-66, 7 seconds to go in this one. Maddie Miles returns here for Mountain Union. Cannon's second free throw is up and good. 69-67 now. And it's going to be a timeout here for the Pioneers. Devin Hefner's going to return here for Marietta. But Davis, still everyone's ball game here. Just a 2-point game. Mountain Union's going to have to foul quickly as they find themselves trailing by 2.
Yeah, I think Susie Vanette is trying to tell her players right now that, you know, you got to foul immediately. You can't wait. There's only 7.5 seconds left in this game, and they're down by 2. You might as well let Marietta take that chance. And you know what? I mean, they're only in the bonus if they miss the first free throw. The Raiders have a chance to rebound it and take it down the court. And I believe Susie Vanette, the Raiders are out of timeouts, so they would have to take it the length of the floor in order to get the last bucket.
So Maddie Miles will defend the inbounder here. As near steal by Kelsey Glass. He's got a foul, and Glass is able to foul eventually, as there's around 3.9 seconds left in this one. She almost came up with the steal there, Davis, and she would have had an open lane. As she fouls Aaron Hahn. That was the foul to give. Mountain Union's going to need to foul one more time. And head coach Cole Vivian is going to call a timeout here once again. But the Raiders, they got to foul as soon as this ball is inbounded if they're not able to come up with the steal.
Yeah, and if Glass would have gotten that ball, she had Maddie Miles wide open too. So she could have gathered the ball and found her teammate for a wide open layup. But Pioneers still have the ball, and we'll see how this game concludes, Jacob.
Yeah, this has just been a great game to call. One of the more exciting games that we have seen here at the MAC all season long. And really, both teams have fought so hard here tonight. The Raiders are just showing a lot of heart out there as they try to pull off the upset on the 22nd ranked Pioneers. And we do have a final score update from the Mountain Union men's basketball game. Unfortunately for the Raiders, they fell tonight at the hands of the 8th ranked Pioneers, 84-59, as Ethan Stanislavski was the high Raider tonight with 19 points, 6 rebounds and 5 assists, but Mountain Union drops to 10-2, while Marietta will improve to 11-2.
Yeah, and I think not having Logan Hill really hurts the Raiders, as he is kind of their Swiss Army knife. And it's unfortunate that they lost the way they did by almost 30 points. And hopefully once Marietta comes to the MAC, comes to Alliance, Ohio, these Purple Raiders will get the revenge on those Pioneers.
We sure hope so. We sure hope the women's team can come away with the victory here as well. Palamone is going to foul quickly there. She's going to foul Mackenzie Wilson. Might not be the person you really want to foul in that situation. She's 7 for 8 from the free throw line tonight. But Palamone, she's going to pick up her 5th personal foul there as well. So she's fouled out. But that was a wise decision. 2.8 seconds to go in this one. Allie Hudick, Devonna Nash, and Madison Hensley are all going to check back in here for Mount Union. So they're going to hope for some Mackenzie Wilson misses, and they're going to need to get that ball up the court very quickly here. There's just 2.8 seconds left in this one. It's 69-67. Wilson's first free throw is up and good. That was a crucial one there. If she makes this one, this game is all but over. As Wilson now, second free throw is up. No good. Rebound Emma Cannon. Cannon needs to get the shot up. 1 second left. Cannon fires up half court. Oh, almost. Emma Cannon off the backboard. A heartbreaker here tonight at the MAC. Nonetheless, the Raiders put up a strong fight against a nationally ranked team, falling tonight 70-67. And Davis, really, what did you like tonight from the Purple Raiders, and also why were they unable to come away with this come from behind victory?
Yeah, what I didn't like was they were pretty, like I had mentioned before, pretty lackadaisical on the defensive side of the ball, letting Marietta get some wide open shooters, and they converted on those shots. So you got to do better on closing out your shooter and being aware of what is going on. But what I loved the most about this Purple Raiders team tonight was the heart and determination they had to keep this game competitive as much as possible, and it did go down to the final seconds. There's no way this team should be, hanging their head. They should be raising it and be proud of what they did tonight against these Marietta Pioneers, a very tough opponent as they had only one loss on the season.
Yeah, and I'd have to agree with you on that one there, partner. Just really a great job by this team. Marietta, they went on a few runs throughout the game. They were really dominating the offensive glass, particularly in this second half. Mount Union never was out of this game, though. In fact, they led for the majority of that first quarter, were really hanging around there in the second quarter. Just really an all-around great effort by this women's basketball team here tonight, just unable to come up with that victory. The women's team will be back in action here this Saturday at the MAC, though. It's going to be part of a doubleheader. Men's and women's teams will both be playing Otterbein. Davis and I will be on the call for both those games, and we are looking forward to that. As just some final stat lines here tonight for the squads. Marietta shot just 40% from the floor, Mount Union 45% from the floor. However, Pioneers 40% from deep, Mount Union just 23.5% from the three-point line. Despite a lot of offensive rebounds in that third quarter, Mount Union actually out-rebounded the Pioneers 42-37 in this one, but the Raiders 19 turnovers in this one definitely came back to haunt them in the end. The high scorer tonight for the Pioneers was Mackenzie Wilson, 18 points, 11 rebounds, a double-double for her to go along with 3 blocks and 3 steals as well. Erica Hahn finished with 15 points for the Pioneers, and Olivia Gribble had 10. And for your Purple Raiders, really a great all-around effort by Emma Cannon, 22 points and 5 rebounds for her on 9 of 15 shooting. Sarah Meach, she came away with her career-high 14 points here tonight to go with 4 rebounds. She was very clutch down the stretch in the fourth quarter. And lastly, Maddie Miles coming away off that bench with 9 points for the Raiders tonight. So despite the loss here tonight, the Raiders definitely should be proud of themselves. Great all-around effort and great heart that they showed here tonight. So for Davis Roby, I'm Jacob Attar, and as always, it's great to be a Purple Raider.